I rose from the dirt, stayed on my grind. Now they looking at me like, damn, she divine. You knew I was the one, don't pretend. Played stupid, but you felt it in the end. I see the way you looking now, switching sides. But you can't erase the truth, don't even try. You knew I had it, you knew I'd fly. Now you gotta watch me as I touch the sky. You knew, don't act brand new. You saw the vision, you felt it too. Played stupid, now you see it's true. I'm the chosen one, I always flew. You knew, don't act brand new. You felt the power, but you stayed mute. Now it's too late, I made my move. I'm the chosen one, you knew the truth. Every word I spoke, it hit deep. They acted like they didn't see the queen beneath. But I stayed focused, never let it slide. I kept pushing while they tried to hide. Now they trying to get close, wanna play me. But where was the love when they couldn't see? I was destined to rise, you always knew. But you kept it low, now look at my view. I see the way you looking now, switching sides. But you can't erase the truth, don't even try. You knew I had it, you knew I'd fly. Now you gotta watch me as I touch the sky. You knew, don't act brand new. You saw the vision, you felt it too. Played stupid, now you see it's true. I'm the chosen one, I always flew. You knew, don't act brand new. You felt the power, but you stayed mute. Now it's too late, I made my move. I'm the chosen one, you knew the truth. They wanna act like it's all a surprise, but you saw the fire burning in my eyes. Don't act shocked, don't fake the vibe. You knew I was coming for my prize. Now I'm standing at the top looking down. You can't deny it, I wear the crown. All the fake love, it's come around. But you knew I'd take over this town. You knew, don't act brand new. You saw the vision, you felt it too. Played stupid, now you see it's true. I'm the chosen one, I always flew. You knew, don't act brand new. You felt the power, but you stayed mute. Now it's too late, I made my move. I'm the chosen one, you knew the truth.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing? Mm-mm.
Salute, 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 salute,
Hold on.
salute.
I'm trying to move this thing.
Good evening. How's everything going?
Hello,
To the
hello,
chat.
hello. How's it
Salute.
going? Okay.
Happy Humpty Hump Day to everyone. Salute.
It's different. You're doing it on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the chat. Hello, how you doing? Dub Plate, how you doing? And for those that are going to be coming later, thank you for coming through as well. So we're going to be talking. This is going to be the last video, you guys, on Trump, unless something starts popping off. Um, so I don't know if you heard about it. There's something going on with the Democrats. They're
Mm-mm,
mad.
I haven't heard anything about that.
Did you hear? They mad, man. Like mad, man. Like really mad.
Okay, what's going on?
So
Because I haven't watched any
they're
of it.
saying
Mm-hmm.
they're basically saying uh the if this was gonna happen, the if this is gonna happen, it's gonna be a protest going on.
There. Okay, your phone kind of muffling. Say that again. You don't
Oh,
sound as clear as you would when you was on the other
I
device.
know my internet's, and it's not even the internet, it's the emucks because right now on my computer and I can look on my video, like I'm looking at the video, but on my phone, I mean on my the emucks is not working right on here. I don't know what's going on. It is what it is. But can you hear me now?
Hold on, hold
Should I
on.
turn
Put my
myself up? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Repeat what you were saying now.
No, I was saying they were saying like uh F this mess, uh they're gonna protest.
Protest the election.
Yeah, I guess so. That's what it says.
Oh man.
They're gonna cause some
I,
trouble, I think.
look, um, from what I'm seeing and from what I'm hearing in those exit polls and from the research I was doing leading up to the election, and I don't think I think it was on the up and up. I think this election was on the up and up. I think the man won fair and square. You know, the problem was
Hmm.
she only had like 100 days to
I
prepare
agree.
for this campaign, and she was running off a
Right.
bad. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, she was running off a bad
Can you
economy.
hear me?
You on delay or something? She was running off a bad economy, and I don't know, uh, I gave you the breakdown last night. Men,
Hmm.
it was a huge gap. Men were not feeling her. She lost men by
Mm,
a lot. Uh,
mm,
Black women. Trump was able to tap into enough black women vote to
hmm.
uh to hurt her. You know what I'm saying? You know this for yourself. A lot of black women were not Kamala supporters. You know this. You know
Hmm.
this. Okay. And let me give you another breakdown. Hispanics were not feeling her because they felt like, and this is what I'm hearing. I'm starting to get some feedback from a couple of my Latino connects. They were
Oh
telling
Lord.
me that uh the migrants that they were letting over, those Venezuelans, they were coming over
Hmm.
here making it hard for the Hispanics that came over here legit. The ones that's over
Hmm.
here came over here legit and settled down, brought their families over here, got jobs, started their own businesses and everything. They're saying that the migrants, they don't like these illegals coming over here. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
they feel like it's taken away from them. It's taking food off their table. It's making them look bad because to an average American citizen like us, we will lump all of them in one. Because I
Hmm.
mean, you see a Mexican person and a Venezuelan person, you can't really tell which is which. You know what I'm saying? All we see is a Hispanic individual.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm hearing from them. They don't like what went down with the border. Um, but that's the Hispanics issue with Kamala. Uh,
Right.
white
Okay.
women, yeah, white women, I don't know what made the Democrats think that white women and white Republican women were going to flip over to Kamala, but that didn't happen. It was a split, an even split. So
Hmm.
Trump overperformed with women versus 2020. In every demographic, Trump overperformed. He overperformed with black women. He quadrupled his performance with black men this time around. He performed in double digits better with Latinos.
Hmm.
So I don't know and understand what the hell they talking about. You knew she
Wow.
lost. She straight up lost this one.
Hmm.
Straight up lost this one. And I'm hearing this is valuable sources that
Right.
I've been speaking with today. She lost. I mean, valuable sources from up in Pennsylvania, up in Michigan. I talked to people in North Carolina. They gave me the breakdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was not a strong candidate.
Yeah. She she
She was
she
not a
needed
strong
more time.
candidate, and another thing too, the familiarity played a part against her. The fact that she was running against someone that already had been in the White House, and
Mm-hmm.
you running against someone that already been in the White House that a lot of Americans feel like did not do a bad job. Yeah, his mouth was reckless, but if you take away the pandemic, the economy was pretty good on the Trump. It was booming on the Trump.
Right.
You
I
can't,
agree with you.
huh?
I agree with you.
Yeah, you can't deny that.
I
So
mean,
um um
I think it would have been, you know what, to tell you the truth, um, I really think that it's gonna be for either one. No matter who would have won, they would have tried to do stuff like this for real. I think, my opinion.
yeah. Well, the thing is, okay. So and this is gonna make the demo. My thing is the Democratic Party just need to take this L gracefully
Mm-hmm.
because they brought it on themselves. This is why I stress the importance of a primary. The Democrats knew damn well not Trump, I'm sorry, Joe Biden only had one term in him. We saw the handwriting
Mm-hmm.
on the wall. The man was falling down. The man was falling asleep during meetings, falling asleep during press conferences. The man just, his health was declining. We all
Yeah.
saw this for the last 2.5 years. The man health started declining. He was all right in 2020, but
Right.
somewhere toward the end of 2021 and especially in 2022, if you listen to his State of the Union address in February 2022, you could notice it. You could notice it.
Mm-hmm.
So the Democratic Party dropped the ball. They should have had a strong candidate ready to run this term, no matter who they were running against. They should have had somebody, a strong candidate ready to run.
Yes.
They dropped the ball on this. Kamala was not a strong candidate. She never really won anything. She was appointed the vice president, and she was handpicked to run in the general election. She did not win the primary in 2024. See, that's what a lot of Democrats seem to forget. She was picked. She was chosen to run against Trump. She did not win the right. She did not win the primary. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
when I mean, I ain't talking about going there and everybody come down there and cast their, but no, I'm talking about actually standing on the debate stage with eight other candidates, eight
Yeah.
other Democratic candidates that want to run for president. She never did that in 2024. She did it in 2020 and she bombed.
Mm-hmm.
Tulsi Gabbard uh, got got up out of it. Tulsi Gabbard took her to school on that debate stage.
Mm-hmm. Right. Hey, Daddy, how you doing? I did want to play this really quick, this audio, because like I said, I'm on my phone, and on the phone and don't do that.
Yeah, yeah.
I wanted you guys. It's
You
a protest, and it's only like 53 seconds, so it's not a big deal. Hold
mm,
on. Let's see, where is it at? Oh, they're not even doing there's no audio to it, but it says, okay, so basically what it says is, protect women, not guns. That's what it says. That's what the protest is about.
well, okay. All right. So you want to go so they want to go there. Uh
Mm-hmm. Hey, Rock. Mm-hmm.
let's talk about this. In the last 4 years, women have not really been protected because all across the country in these major cities, sex trafficking has skyrocketed.
Mm-hmm.
Who's mostly being snatched off the streets? Women and children,
Yeah,
but
that's true.
mostly women. So
Hmm.
the women are not have not really been protected the last 4 years.
I agree.
And now this is the thing where the Democrats got to realize we are concerned. The average American, the average American is more concerned about these high prices, these high gas prices. They're concerned about these migrants coming over here, taking taking food off folks' table, taking money out of folks' pockets. They're concerned
Hmm.
about that. They're concerned about us getting ready to get involved in another war that ain't got a damn thing to do with us.
Right.
You know, Biden dropped the ball a lot these last 4 years. I mean, you got to if anybody that's honest, totally honest with themselves. And listen, man, I ain't got no problem with Joe Biden. I like Joe Biden. I like Joe Biden. I actually voted for Joe Biden in 2020. I think he did
Hmm.
a great, amazing job as Obama's vice president. But
Hmm.
the last 4 years, Biden, I don't know if he got cocky and thought, well, all right, so I got beat Trump. He was acting like he had a mandate. He was at
Hmm.
he was acting like, he had a mandate, like, okay, well, um, I got some cushion to work with. I can go in here and do some things and it won't be no backlash, but there's some backlash.
Right.
Border, the border, the Ukraine, and then here's what rubbed a lot of black folks the wrong way. That so black folks been having hate crimes committed against them for decades, all right?
Yes.
Now, some spas get shot up here in Atlanta, and no later than maybe a month and a half, boom, he holding a
Hmm.
press conference introducing some legislation. He signed some legislation in for an Asian hate crimes bill. So,
Okay.
it is what it is. It is
Yeah.
what it is. You know what I'm saying? I
It's,
look at things from both sides. Salute to you.
yeah. Um. So my thing is this: like, he's the president. Now he's gonna get inauguration. They're gonna have to do the inauguration and everything. And hopefully, like I said, on your panel, that he's not ill himself because, like I said, when I seen him stumble, he didn't look well. Um, and like you said, it's gonna be the vice president who's gonna be president. It's not like it would go to Kamala. It's like not first place, second place kind of thing, right? So
Mm,
that's why I was asking that question. I was just making sure it wasn't that type of situation where it's like, oh, first place, second place. You know what I mean? Because normally, um, if something happens to somebody from first place, then the second place will get that spot.
no, no, don't work like that.
Okay.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. If something happened to Trump, JD Vance will be the next man up.
Okay. So what do you think about him? What do you think about his views on things?
I don't know much about him other than he's a
Uh,
senator from Ohio. He,
hmm.
I don't know no more about him than I know about Kamala. To be honest with you, um, Kamala was a senator. He was a senator. Now he's about to be the vice president. He doesn't have a lengthy resume, but from what I heard in that debate, the guy seems pretty polished. Uh,
Hmm.
we don't know until they get in there. We will
Right.
not know until the person actually gets in there. So
Right. 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 I agree. Hopefully, like I keep mentioning, that trafficking gets taken care of.
mhm.
You know, there's just a lot of that going on. Um, I don't know. Other than that, I don't know how to explain it or
it,
how
it
to.
it's a way.
Put it into words.
It's a waste of time for them to even protest because she's already succeeded to him. She done gave a secession speech.
Right. She
Um,
conceded.
yeah, she conceded. She
Mm-hmm.
already conceded to him. She
Mm-hmm.
already gave that speech. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Joe Biden has called him, reached out to Trump, and he already invited him to the White House. Let it go. Let it go. Democrats, you dropped the ball. You dropped the ball. Period. Point blank. Plain and simple. You dropped the ball. You knew this man did not have another term in him, and you did not have another person, a next man up, ready to go.
Hey, sound sus. Who sounds sus? Anyway, I've known Bad A for a while, so I don't think he's saying anything. I don't know who are you talking about, Bad A? You guys could ask a question in the chat is fine. If we could answer it, we'll answer it. If not, then you're gonna have to go look it up. Sorry. But what did we finish with on your panel? I think we stopped talking. That's why we got off, right?
I mean, we went through just about every. Well, we were talking about women. Will there ever be a female president elected or whatever?
Right.
I think it was some women in the past that could have, if they would have ran, if they would have chose to run, they probably would have won. Condoleezza Rice is one that comes to mind.
I
Another one,
remember her.
yeah, another one that I think, another one I think that would have been that would have ran and had some success and probably would have won was Laura Bush. Laura Bush, even though her husband had his issues or whatever, but Laura Bush, I don't know if a lot of you remember, but Laura Bush was very, very popular. That
I
woman was
remember Harbush.
she was very popular. She was very popular. So
Hmm.
I think she could have ran, but I think the way I would have took her through the same route that they took Hillary. Let her run for senator of Texas. All right, let her win that seat down there, and then come back and put on the national stage. Hillary, I think Hillary missed her chance in 2004. Okay, so she ran in 2001, the Senate seat in New York in 2000. 2004, I think that was her golden opportunity to run for president. That was her golden because she was hot. She was hot. I
Yeah.
mean, her approval rating was like in the 80s.
Um,
I wouldn't go to a church who has a female pastor if you want to go off biblical morals. That's different, badass. You can hit the panel, but that's different. That's different. You know what I'm saying? A female pastor versus a woman running a country. There's women all over the country that's running. I mean, women all over the world running countries.
hmm
Great Britain has had what? How many female prime ministers? Like three or four
Yeah.
female prime ministers. You had
Hmm.
you had women running countries for centuries. As a matter of fact, and a lot of y'all forget your history, but this country, uh, Queen Isabella, even though Columbus discovered America, Queen Isabella funded the ships. Queen Isabella supplied him the ships, the men, the equipment, and everything, so he could sail over here and do what he had to do. You know,
Hold on. I'm gonna drop it in the chat, which I normally don't do.
but the thing about it, what's the difference between the U.S. and other countries? Women, you got so let me get this straight. You got women mayors. You got women CEOs running Fortune 5. 500 companies. You got women mayors, you got women governors, you got women senators, women House of Representatives, you got women on the Supreme Court. You got women on the Supreme Court. You do know that being a Supreme Court justice, you have more power being a Supreme Court justice than you do as a president. You do know that, don't you?
It says encounter. Why is it encountering error? All I'm doing is copying and pasting it and spinning it out.
I don't know. That's why I don't stream from my phone. Now, I'm trying to tell you in Detroit, I don't stream from my phone. So I don't know. I do not know. I do not stream from my phone because you don't get the same thing. I can't speak for other countries. Let's speak about the Bible. Let me tell you something about the Bible, brother. I don't see Bible thumping, all of that Bible thumping, it don't move me because there's some things in that Bible. It's some things that the Bible promotes that I don't agree with. The Bible promotes misogyny. The Bible promotes slavery. It's a lot of things that Bible promotes that I don't agree with. So, all that Bible thumping don't move me. Because if you know your Bible, then you will understand what I just said.
All right. Betty, I'm gonna drop the link. I normally don't, but I will drop it for you since I know you. Hold on. Don't come up here with the no back and forth. We're gonna be very
I'm just
respectful
responding.
to each other.
It ain't.
No,
It's a fact. It ain't no feelings, bro. It ain't no feelings. If you know your Bible, you in the chat Bible thumping. If you know your Bible, then you'll understand what I just said. And it seems like you took it the wrong way because you just got schooled on something that you trying to use on me. So evidently you don't know your Bible. Yeah.
oh, you're at the shop working.
Make that
Okay,
money.
that's cool.
Make that money, bro. Make that money.
Yes, make that money
Make that
and be
money.
careful. Stay safe and be careful. You work on cars, right? Yeah,
Huh?
he works on cars. He works on cars.
And now I will agree with you. I will agree with you. You knew she wasn't. She wasn't that one. She wasn't that one
Right.
that was quiet. I don't think neither one of them qualified to hold a White House, but you know, you could sleep better. Most Americans felt like they could sleep better at night with Trump in the White House because he's
Mm-hmm.
done it before. He's done it before. You know what I'm saying?
Race
So
car.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was the safer vote.
Yeah. Yeah, race cars. I don't know what I say cars. I mean, that's ain't that the same? It's a car is a car. It's a motor. It's got a motor and steering wheel.
No, no, car ain't a car.
This one is faster than the other.
Yeah, it
It's
sounds
just a
like he talking
sports.
about. Yeah, he talking about a muscle car. That's what he talking
Yes, muscle
about. Muscle car.
muscle car. There we go. Muscle car.
Yeah, it's you got cars, you got luxury cars, and you got muscle cars.
Yeah, he does drag racing.
Hmm.
It's been a minute. I'm sorry. My bad. I should have remembered, but my memory ain't all that great. You should know that by now too. Um. Okay. So, um, when they're saying protect women, not guns, do you are they talking about the abortion thing that we were talking about on your panel?
I think they're talking about the abortion thing, but the thing is, the election is over. You lost. Okay,
Right.
if it meant that much, think about it. You knew. If it really meant that much, don't you think they would have been a little bit more prudent, went to Joe Biden at the end of last year and be like, hey, look, you need to step aside. We need to get a stronger candidate in. And they would have been more
Hmm.
prepared. You see, Trump, they've been prepared for 2 years for this. Kamala
Hmm.
only had 100 days to prepare. That's a tall order. So evidently, it didn't mean that much to them. It
She
didn't
ain't
mean
the
that
one.
much to them because they dropped the ball. They dropped the
Hmm.
ball.
She definitely wasn't the one.
Mm-mm.
My phone cooled down, so that's a good thing. If we abruptly leave off of here, don't take it personal, y'all, in the chat and whoever else comes later. My phone, I had to go on my phone because the Emux is tripping on my internet. EVMUX, just so you know. Not M. I don't know why I say it. Emux and it's is it Emux? Evmux?
It
Whatever.
is.
Anyway,
It's Emux.
Emux.
That's
Okay,
how.
I gotta say it.
That's how I'm hearing everybody else pronouncing it. Emux.
Emux. Okay, got it.
Mhm.
Let me see. Is there any more questions I have? We're gonna probably do an hour today on here, but tomorrow I'm trying. This is in case y'all interested in hearing about if you like to watch interviews, it's gonna be a very good, interesting interview. It's on DB and it's somebody that I met on TikTok. She's been wanting to come up. She just had some things going on in her household. Well, her pawpaw ended up getting hurt, so she couldn't come up. That's when I had put it in the chat, and now, not this chat, but our regular chat. And we've been talking, so we switched numbers instead of trying to go through stupid messaging. It's a lot easier to go through texting or calling. So I'll be doing that. So that's going to be about DB. If you guys are interested, I'm definitely going to be doing that one. Uh, maybe most likely tomorrow. And if not that, I'm definitely going to be reporting some information to you guys about some things that I've been watching on the news. It's crazy. I don't know if you guys watch the news all the time, but I get a news break that comes to my phone and I put it in my email for a later time to talk about it. Anyway, so what else did you want to talk about anything else? Let me see. I'm trying to think of whatever.
I just got a text from Sniper. Hold
What's
on,
going on?
hold on, hold on. Let me take the call.
Okay, go ahead. So you guys, what do you think about the election? Do you think that they should be here trying, I mean, they should be over there trying to protest against what's going on, or just let it go and hope for the best? What do you guys think in the chat? Hmm. No, move on. Yeah. Hmm. Democracy. Yep, it is. I just hope it does well. Hmm. Yeah, that's what I say. Throw your hands in the air and hope for the best. Who else is in the chat? Daddy, are you still in here? Or you said you're working. I think you might be still working. I hope everything's okay. That's our Wolfpack brother. That's what he's talking about. Hmm. Just learn from it. Yeah. I think they should have had more choices for real. Hmm. For real. Hey, that play, you're still in here. Hello, hello. What's going on? Um, let me see who else is in the chat. I see six in here, so who's in this chat that ain't speaking? You can speak. I won't bite you. I don't bite. But yeah, I did want to touch base on trafficking. I'm very um mindful of what's going on in this world, and I don't know if you guys have been noticing it. It's gotten really, really bad for trafficking, and I'm not talking about cars. So, let's see, definitely said, right, nothing you can do. He's just gonna do his inauguration, and that's it. Inauguration, and that's it. Um, I just hope he's healthy because, like, I did see a video, and I wish, see, that's why I wanted to go on my computer so I could share with you guys the video that I saw, that I saw of him stumbling, and he didn't look good. So hopefully he's okay. I hope he's okay. But let's see. So humanity and reaction. What about it? I mean, what do you mean? Tell your story. But basically, it really bothers me that they have this going on in this world with the trafficking. It's horrible. Okay, what's going on? Everything okay?
Yeah, Sniper got an announcement, hoping that he can make it tonight. But if he don't make it tonight, 9 to my 10, he may go live tomorrow on his channel and make that announcement. But he got an announcement.
It better be good.
hmm Big announcement.
Does it have anything to do with what's going on?
Why you being nosy?
Um,
Just wait.
because I am.
Just wait.
No, I ain't never gotta wait. You gonna tell me when we get out of here. That's what you
Just
gonna do.
wait. Just wait. Just wait. It'll be a surprise. It'll be a surprise. Um,
You better bring his
like
behind.
like I said earlier, on the sex trafficking thing, there's
Mm-hmm.
there's two ways to actually put a stop to it. Number one, you got to do it on the local level. Number two, if Trump he's adamant about securing the borders. He's adamant about rounding up all of these illegals and sending them
Mm-hmm.
back to where they belong. Okay, so he's going to do a massive deportation. That is imperative. That is imperative. That's something that needs to be done. It has to be done because these sex trafficking cases are getting out of hand all across the country in major cities. You getting women and children snatched off the streets.
Yeah.
So Trump get in there, secure these borders, round up all these illegals, and send them back where they belong. That will be
Mm-hmm.
a start. You will start seeing the numbers, the sex trafficking numbers go down. And then, like I said earlier, now I know we got homegrown uh sex traffickers, right here in the United States. To
Mm-hmm.
to get rid of them, like I said, set up checkpoints. All
Yeah.
right. Local law enforcement need to they need to do more roadblocks. They need to go back to
Mm-hmm.
doing roadblocks. So when they were doing roadblocks, you have to admit, when they were doing roadblocks, the way they were doing roadblocks before they got all these cameras in the skies,
Mm-hmm.
you didn't hardly have this problem. You did not hardly have this problem because you could be out on a Saturday night, 10 o'clock. You make a turn on a road, on a access road, on a main road. Boom, you run into a roadblock. So,
Mm-hmm.
but it's gonna start with Trump locking down the borders, securing the borders, and doing a mass deportation. Listen, I'm all in favor of that. I'm all in favor of it. And
Yeah. Especially because they're over there getting all that money and everybody else is suffering over here in the US.
well, yeah, yeah, but and put more boots on the ground,
Yep,
more border patrol. He needs
I
see
agree.
Trump when see the way from what the plan that he's laying out, he's it's gonna create a lot of jobs. So you hire more border patrol. And I'm not just
Hmm.
talking about in California and Texas. We need border patrol all across that southern border, from
Hmm.
California all the way over here, the Florida, Georgia. I mean, we need border. I don't care about the water being by Florida and
Hmm.
Georgia or whatever. They getting over here some kind of way. They are getting
Right.
over, and they ain't just climbing on the fences. They
Nope.
it's all they getting over here all kinds of ways. So
Yeah, they're swimming and they got these corrupted
hell
people at
yeah,
the border that's letting them in.
and they flying over here. So
Hmm.
we need to. I'm talking about lock it down. If you're gonna do it right. If
Yep,
you do
I
it, do it
agree.
right. I ain't talking about no half. He can't go in there half-ass doing it. You got
Hmm.
to lock it down. Now I don't know about no wall, cause see the thing about the wall could be counterproductive. The
Right.
wall could be counterproductive because people can dig a tunnel under the wall and go and build an underground
Hmm.
tunnel and go up under the wall, or they can go over the wall. Now, the
Hmm.
only one thing we do know, they can't go through the wall, but they can go under it
Right.
or they can go over it.
Right. Just can't go through it.
Mhm. Now, the only thing that now, unless you're gonna do it like the Berlin Wall, how the Soviet Union had the Berlin Wall set up, where you got military men at the wall with machine guns. And then, unless you're gonna do it like that,
Yeah, but you can still get under the ground, like you said. You can go underground.
no, there wasn't nobody going under no ground that Berlin Wall.
Mm.
When they built that Berlin Wall, they had that thing like I mean they had that thing like 20, 30 feet underground.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that is said, hold on, where's it at? He said, here's the crazy thing. I'm not political, which I'm not either. Um, I'm actually independent. I see both sides. And then he said, what did he say? Cash, I see it all. I'm in the middle. So he's not on either side, but he's right in the middle and he's able to see what other people are not seeing when they're on a certain side.
And let me just clarify. What I'm saying, I understand the Berlin Wall was built for you know when the Soviet Union built that Berlin Wall, they built it for the wrong reason. It was to
Hmm.
people keep people in East Germany against their will. And I'm
Okay.
sorry, East Berlin against their will.
Okay.
Our reasons, the reason why I said something similar to the Berlin Wall, we want to keep illegal rapists and murderers out of our country.
Yeah.
Now, your concerns about the sex trafficking, if we serious about putting an end to that problem, that's the route we need to go. Now, on the national level, we need to lock the borders down, north and south, north and south. All right.
Hmm.
And number two, we need to we need to we need boots on the ground on the local level. We need to get the community involved. Neighborhood watches. The neighborhood watch. It needs to be a community. It needs to be a joint effort between the community and the citizens and the law enforcement.
Hmm.
Need to work together to protect these children.
Yep. I agree.
Even if you have to
100%.
set up, even if you have to set up like neighborhood watch, security, neighborhood watch doing security details around these bus stops. Because
Mm-hmm.
that's what a lot of these sex traffickers are doing. They're posting up around the time that these kids are getting off the school bus or going to the school or going to the school bus stop, and and that's how they're snatching them. Salute to you together. So what
Hey,
we
together.
we need to do is we need to we need federal funding for the neighborhood watch.
Mm-hmm.
Put that
I
proposal
agree.
out there when we was doing our debates in July. I mean, to get to, you knew this, we're gonna have to deal with this sex trafficking thing. We're gonna have to fight this like a war. We're gonna have to
Mm-hmm.
fight this like a war, and it's gonna take some funding. That's why we gotta pull all our money that we got tied up over there in Ukraine and other places and Iraq and all these other places. We need to pull that money out from over there and bring it back over here, because we got issues over here at home that we need
Right.
to take care of, and it's gonna take this right here.
Yes. I agree.
But to straighten the problem out, Trump putting boots on the ground, more border patrol uh, officers at our borders. But like I said, don't just do it in California and Texas. I'm talking about doing it all across that entire southern border, from California to Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't just, like I said earlier, they ain't just climbing, they ain't just crawling under fences or climbing fences. They swimming over here and they flying over here. We need to secure the entire border from
100%.
east to west.
Mm-hmm. That agrees.
So, like I said, look, Democrats, all of that look, it's time for the country to heal. It's time for the country to come together. The man won by a landslide. The man won with a mandate. He won the electoral vote. He won the damn popular vote. It's time to move on. It's time
Mm.
to move on. And cash, that's where they hiding them folks at. You'll be surprised, you knew it's a lot of parents whose kids been missing for years, and they giving up thinking that they're dead and they'll never see them again. They
They're not.
they're not. They probably stashed
Mm-hmm.
away in some bunker, or probably
Mm-hmm.
overseas in some rundown hotel,
Yeah.
being ran up in day and night. The girls being
Yeah.
ran up in day and night.
Oh, it's not just the girls, it's the boys too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Um, Together, send me the link, please. It's in the chat. It's right over your head. I can't do it because I'm using my phone. My internet is my Emux is messing up on my internet.
So
Um,
so
I
if we serious about eliminating this problem, and we really do,
hmm
they're snatching
yes.
they snatching women and children off the streets. If we're serious
Hmm
about taking care of this problem, then we need to come together as a country. We need to cut all this mess out. The election is over. I'm glad it
hmm
felt so good to be able to watch TV without seeing any negative ads. It feels good. It's gonna feel good Saturday to finally be able to watch a football game without having some damn ads running during the commercial breaks. Look, the
hmm
election is over with. It's time for us to come together as a country. We got problems. We got problems that we need to deal with. That border. I'm tired of them damn Arabs over there pimping us for that high ass oil that they overcharging us, that they overpricing us. That's what I look. I've been all in favor of drilling. I've been in favor of drilling since back when McCain and Obama and Palin them was running. That's one thing I agree with McCain on. We need to drill, baby, drill. We got oil over here. We got our own oil over here. We don't need they oil. We got our own oil over here. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how low gas prices will be if we start drilling for our own oil? Open that
Yeah,
Keystone pipe back up, man. Let's let's
yeah,
let's let's look. Let's
Yep.
look. when my thing is, MAGA need to take the A off. We already great. Let's be greater.
Mm.
Let's make America greater. That's the answer that I've been waiting for all of the Trump supporters and the MAGA people to say. Take the A off. MAG. Take the A off. We already great. Let's be greater. There's always room for improvement. There's always room for growth. And that's what I want for my country, to be better, to be greater than what we are now.
Mm-hmm.
Better than what
Mm-hmm.
we are now. We need to protect our
Amen.
kids. We can't protect our kids. How the hell we over there trying to protect, trying to play hero over there in Ukraine, and we can't protect our own women and kids?
Right.
Period.
Right.
Okay, man, y'all had to excuse me, man.
No, no, no. You spitting real facts. Real facts. You keeping it 100.
Yep.
Yeah, so
I
so
agree.
that's where it starts at, man. Trump get in there, uh, lock the borders down, that mass deportation, get them up out of here. I'm all in favor of that. Get them the hell up out of our country. Round them up. Round them up. Get the National Guard, get Homeland, get ICE, whoever. Now, I saw a video. I don't know if you showed this video, you knew, where ICE had pulled over this guy. There was two guys. All right, both of them were over here illegal. The
Hmm.
one that they kept was wanted for murder or something like that, but the other one that was illegal, he was the driver. They let him back in the truck and let him drove the hell off. I'm
That
like,
must have been true. Be true.
what the f did I just
Hmm.
like? Y'all let this man? You know he's undocumented. You know he's illegal, and you let him get back in the truck and drive off. It's a mess. It's a
Yeah.
mess. And all these Democrats
Corruption.
whining and crying about what happened last night. Listen, stand down. Let this man get back in there and finish what he started.
Right.
Give him a chance.
But you know
Hey,
what,
John.
Mondo, you said something very true. San Diego, under the Democratic, uh, well, when Arnold Schwarzenegger was in office, we had some sex trafficking. But now that Governor Newsom is in office, you go down to San Diego, you and like a group of your girls, like say the Wolfpack went down to San Diego together and we're hanging out.
Mhm.
You sitting there talking to me, and 1 minute you turn around and look, what the hell is together? Somebody done snatched me that fast and took me into trafficking. It's a hotbed down there. They even have hotels that are allowing these men that are pushing women at night on the streets. What was that? Oh, these women at night. I'm trying not to say prostitute, but these prosthetics. I'm gonna say it like that because I don't want her to get in trouble.
You
They
said
are
it already.
renting.
Well, go ahead.
They rented hotel. They allowed them to keep a hotel, a few hotels. Even out here in my city, there are like two hotels where they know that this is where all the women take their assignment to do what they need to do, and the police is not even stopping them and shutting that hotel down. And right up
Mm.
in your face.
Mm-mm-mm.
And these things that have been done under the Democratic Party, that's why I'm saying I don't too much like the Democrats, because they're like whatever goes. And it shouldn't be whatever goes. Children should be able to do, like you said, be at the bus stop without worrying about, like that girl that was walking home from school and that man pinned her up against the wall, the one I was telling you knew about.
Yeah.
They caught
That's
him.
horrible.
He's in jail, but if they had their way, he probably would be out on a citation. But we, thank God, got rid of the district attorney. He's no longer our district attorney, thank God. So the new guy is like, do something. I'm going to show you what I mean when I say you're not about to get away with nothing. So they passed a bill last night. Check this out. We signed the bill. We wanted them to prosecute anybody that goes into a store and steals.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that is stopped with large quantities of Uggs, but they said, "Oh, we're going to lock up that people that have some people, some offenses." No, if somebody's getting caught with fentanyl and a large quantity of, excuse me, edibles,
Hmm.
sorry, the stuff that make them, then it should be, excuse me, a felony.
Mm-hmm.
Because we got a lot of people driving in California. Excuse me.
Are you
Every
okay?
time you look at the news, yeah, I just got a cold. Every time you look at the news, this person was in a hit and run. At least 6 hit and runs a day. And then when you find them, they're under the influence of substances. People are losing their lives, cutting off big rigs. All types of stuff is happening out here. Excuse me. And these people don't even care. So
Let,
I
let,
agree with everything you say, Armando. Everything.
let me ask
Um,
you. Let me ask you a question. Okay, I've been wanting to ask some a California resident for a while. This question right here. Do you think it was a good idea for America to start legalizing marijuana?
No,
Thank you.
no, I don't, because some people don't know, that they well, we have a law out here that if you go to the dispensary, you have to take that container and stick it in your trunk, or if they seal the container, like they staple, or they I don't know how to tape the bag closed. If that bag is found to be manipulated when the police pull you over, then you'll get a ticket for, driving under the influence. You're supposed to take that bag and stick it in your trunk. But you have people that be on, I'm telling you, I'm on the freeway driving, and we got the window down, and somebody just blowing. They just blowing, and I have to roll the window up because I don't want Baby Wolf to get contact. I can't
yeah.
even drive. And then they're literally driving, and then when you pull up to the gas station, you smell it. It is so freaking strong. Like you literally are driving down the street smoking, and you look at them, their eyes is red as a daggone stop sign. I think that was
Mm-hmm.
the worst thing they ever did, legalizing that stuff. Now, if they're legalizing and say take it home and smoke it, but don't operate a car, I can understand that.
Right.
But
I
these
agree with
folks is
that.
So
doing
what do you think?
whatever.
What do you think about when these folks are like in Colorado when they're allowed to walk down the street and smoke?
Well, they can't do that here. They can't do that here. You do that, you're gonna get in
Mm-hmm.
trouble. They gonna catch you. They gonna get you here. That's the whole thing. That's the difference here. You cannot be caught here walking down the street with an open container, and you cannot be walking down the street with the cannabis cigarette. You can't be driving and smoking a cannabis cigarette. I'm trying to be careful with my words, but I think that was
Uh-huh.
the worst thing they ever did. But if you're gonna do it to enjoy yourself at home, I think that, yeah, you can legalize it that way, but still, they're still getting money off of it. They're still getting taxes off of it. So they found a way to take it from the D man and to put it into those shops to tax it. So you think that it's cool? It's not. The D man is out of business. You hear them complaining all the time. Oh man, the dispensary done took my clientele. Well,
Mm-hmm. Can I say, I'm going to say what Cash said because I don't want him to feel like he's being ignored. He said X trafficking is not stealing women aboard FFS, which means FOP kind of thing. Anyway, I'm not going to, I'll explain
well,
it
he
later.
said still. Wait. He said S trafficking is not stealing women abroad.
Yeah, so listen to this. Then he said, closing the borders will not solve. Uh, do you do you not get that? And then he says, I give up. because we weren't listening. LOL is fine, just listening. Okay, thank you, Cash. Appreciate it.
It will be a start, Cash. It'll be a start because we
Mhm.
have to look. And I hear what you're saying, bro. But we have to admit, man, the numbers have went up in the last 4 years. The
Mm-hmm.
numbers have went up. Even Kamala herself, she had no answer. Every time she got hit with that question, she did not have an answer. The numbers have gone up because they've been all free willy at the border, letting folks in.
Yeah. And one of the things
I
with me,
agree.
what really hurt me and made me angry with her, that just really turned me away from her totally, because I was starting to lean her way a little bit, when that lady, those two mothers, had the question about those two illegal immigrants that unalived their daughters. They asked her what was
Hmm.
her process on that. She ignored it, and she went on and started talking about herself. I said, "Oh, you don't even
Mm.
care that your decision caused the lives." And now they said there was a 10-year-old little girl recently, an illegal immigrant snatched a 10-year-old girl recently and unalived her after he did his thing with her.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Mm.
And I'm gonna play
Yeah.
devil's
Go ahead.
advocate here. Okay.
Hmm.
What is the difference between illegal immigrant doing it and an American doing it?
The difference is this: if that person is an American citizen, there's more of a chance of them getting caught because there will be a pattern. A person that is an illegal citizen, just like, because I'm on a border state and I'm going to speak by me being on a border state, one girl a few years back was brutally raped and dismembered, and the illegal immigrant ran back to his country, and they could
Hmm.
not get him back here. He slipped up and snuck back into the United States and did it to another girl, but this time he got caught by a mob of dudes. And when I say they put boots on him, they put the print of them Timberlands in his skin. So
Yeah.
Still,
had he not snuck back in this country, they would have never caught him. But it's an outsider. That's like an outsider coming in and disciplining your daughter and didn't have permission to discipline your daughter, versus a person that's in your family doing it. There's a big difference. No stranger should be able to come on your property in your home and violate you or anybody in your home. That's my difference.
so regardless, grape is grape, right?
It
Hmm.
does matter. It does matter
I
because you
didn't
have
ask. I
someone.
didn't. I said grape is grape, right?
Yeah.
Grape is grape. Yes, it is.
Okay.
No matter how
So
you size it up.
and if I was if I would, I'm not saying I would, but if I was to do something in that category,
Oh, you'd be
I
gone. You'd be
can.
gone.
Hey, listen, I can sneak out the country too.
No, you cannot. You have to have a passport.
Okay, I got a passport, but I can sneak out the
Okay.
country too. I'm just
Okay,
saying,
then
you
Uh,
know, and
right.
I'm not, and
But then go
I'm
ahead.
not opposed to uh, closing the borders and making people, if they really want to get asylum, become citizens, to go through the process. And you know, if you're going to be illegal, you need to go back to where you came from
And do it
to
right.
hmm.
get the stuff. But we always, you know, oh, these illegals are doing this, these illegals are doing that, and blase, blase, blase. But we're doing that in our own backyard. It's the same thing as, oh, the Caucasian folks is killing black folks, but we do the same thing in our own backyard.
That's understandable, but when you have, like I said, you have an outsider, your daughter does something, and I'm just using it as an example. Your daughter does something, and one of your family members you're comfortable with your family member disciplining her. So I'm an outsider and I come in and I feel like I got a right to spank your daughter because your daughter did something. You're like, hold on a second. Hold on. No, 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 no. We don't do that. We don't do that. In
But
El Salvador and a lot of those countries, I looked at a documentary. Unfortunately, I was too lazy to copy it. It was on YouTube, but they took it off because of the violent nature of the video. They were showing how the men in those countries outright brutalize and take the lives of women. They have no regard for women lives over there. There's When I was working for the Department of Mental Health, my supervisor, we was talking one day and she said there's a part, and she said over the mountain. I've never been to Mexico. I'm going by what she said. She was really, really tense that her uncle was coming to visit, and he was coming because her mother requested that her mother live with her. But where her uncle lives, they um they constantly grape their the younger women, the women, the nieces and the daughters, the sister. They do that. That's a part of their culture. And she didn't want him there and she was really stressed out. And you know me, I said, well, tell your mama, no, he can't come, because if he do something, I got something that he's not gonna be walking back home. He's gonna be carried, in other words.
Mm-mm.
But they have places where raping women is a custom, and because they have that custom, just like, not to be disrespectful, a lot of various Muslims, um they have what they call Sharia law. And Sharia law, they say when a man gets frustrated and he wants to release himself, if he see a woman, God forbid, if he saw your daughter in his country, he could take her and have his way with her, and
Mm-mm.
he won't be punished for it. That happens also in India. It happens in Russia. It happens in Dubai. These are things that they do in their country, and there is no punishment. And because they are not punished, they don't know you cannot come to America and do that. There's a punishment behind it. So the sickos here, they do it because they think they can get away with it. And I say, vote me for vice president, because if you are truly, truly a rapist, you should no longer be able to possess a male penis. It should come off. Since you don't know how to
True.
use it appropriately, then guess what? We will take care of the situation. We need harsher laws like that. If we start putting laws down like that, they have that in India. A guy raped this girl and he said, oh, she wanted it. She wanted it. And he was in a hospital bed and he kept trying to figure out why he was in so much pain. They said, well, because you couldn't control yourself and you felt like you could do this, we took care of it for you. What do you mean? He fell down there. He no longer had his male genital. So we need to start
Mm-hmm.
doing stuff like that, because when you
Yep.
know that you're going to lose that part, oh baby, you're going to do what you can to keep it.
Yep.
Same with women.
And
no,
When
but
they do something, they need to be punished harshly too.
yep. I agree.
but the
Get
the
rid of it.
question, I still didn't hear an answer.
I gave you my answer the best way that I could give it to you. I'm not going to give it to you the way you want it.
Okay, sniper. Let me step in and answer that question for you. So you're saying, what's the difference between an American-born citizen being involved in sex trafficking and an illegal
No,
one?
graping a woman.
I mean, it's a
Hello,
crime out
Amar.
the way.
It's
It's
a
a
crime
crime
all the
out.
way around. Am I correct?
Yeah, it's a crime all the way around.
That I
It, it,
understand.
Yeah. So what's the point you were trying to make? Because I thought you were
no,
talking about the sex trafficking thing.
no. My point is, we stressing, or not we. A lot of people are stressing over building this wall so illegal immigrants can't come in and do anything they want to do. But we're doing the same thing. We're not even policing our own. That's the point that I make. We always want, oh, we throw this on every president, vice president. Well, the borders are not closed, so illegal immigrants are doing this, and the numbers are rising, blah 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 blah. And there's crime, and there's crime, and there's crime. We commit our own crimes
Are
as
you
American
saying like the
citizens.
pot calling kettle black? That's that type of common, that type of thing you're saying?
But basically,
But he was
Yeah.
talking about grape and stuff like that. It's
Yes.
still, yeah, it's a crime, but still, you want somebody to come in and disrespect your home, regardless of the fact. Yeah, we got idiots in this country. We got people, and we're doing our best to try to capture them. But we really don't have any jurisdiction over illegal immigrants. When they do stuff, they flee back to their country. You have a person that's left here messed up and toe up. They're back in
Yeah.
their country living la vida loca.
but
So Sniper, I agree. I do agree with what you're saying. Grape is grape no matter who is doing it, what country is doing it, where they're from. Grape is grape. I totally agree with that. But I know what Together is saying as well. She's saying they're coming to the U.S. to do what they're doing over there. They find themselves doing something legal over there in their country is not legal here. And they're bringing their
Right,
behind here, making it worse than it already is. That's what
right.
she's saying.
So it's still a crime and it's still not right, regardless.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Regardless, it don't matter if you're black, white, green, yellow, purple, orange, whatever. It
I'm
doesn't
gonna tell
matter.
you
A
I'm
grape
gonna
is a
tell
grape.
you I'm gonna tell you guys a story, and the
we
reason
we
why
knew a
I
story was coming.
shut up,
I know
Lord.
you have a story too, Sniper, but go ahead. Julie.
So so I was working as a dispatcher at a transportation company out here while I was like paying my way through nursing school. And
Mm-hmm.
I was the only black person working that 9 at night to 5 in the morning shift. And so this, like, I decided because in the front they were extra noisy and I could barely hear, and they was telling me that I needed to get to a quiet place because they couldn't hear me. So I went to the back room and set up and took the call. And after I finished the call, the guy named Chris didn't know that I was, at the job, because when they knew I was there, they would watch their language. They were all Latino. And the one thing I heard him say, he said, "Yeah, one day I was driving, I was drunk, I was toe up." And he said, I can't say the N word. So he said it with a hard R. He said, "I was toe up and this N fool was walking across the street. I hit him. He flew up in the air." He said, "I knew he was unalive." He said, "You know what I did?" He said, "I called my homeboy and he said, we floated to Mexico." And he said, "I stayed gone for like 4 years and I came back." And I was like, keep talking, because I was writing it down. I was about to report him, but he didn't give me too much detail where it happened because I'm sure it was an unsolved case. And he said, "That's what we all do." And they were like, "Yeah, yeah, that's how you do it. You got to go back home and lay low for a while." I put my headset down and I walked in the front. I said, "This is what y'all do?" I said, "Really? This is what y'all do? Y'all hurt innocent people and then run back to your country? Oh, this how y'all get down? This how y'all get down?" I said, "Wow,
Mm-mm.
wow, unfreaking believable." And I would not talk to them. The supervisor had a meeting. I would not talk to them. And he was like, "You're being insubordinate." I said, "I'm not being insubordinate." He's like, "What happened?" I said, I sat there and listened to them talk about how they get drunk and if they end up taking the life or hurting an American citizen too bad, they run back across the border. And he
Mm-hmm.
didn't say nothing because he was Latino too. He was like,
Of
uh,
course.
yeah, that's inappropriate conversation. And I tell you the truth, I quit the next month. I could not take it. I quit the next month. I was trying to find out all the information I could so I could turn his ACAN in. And that's what happens
Mm-hmm.
out here when you see the high speed chases and stuff. When people get
Mm-hmm.
powed and
Yeah.
domestic abuse, the first thing they do is they hop on that freeway and they try to floor it down to San Diego to floor it to Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
But now they're starting to set up little perimeters to try to catch them before.
Yeah.
So that's what
And
they
that's
do.
the
They
same
commit.
thing. That's the same thing Armando was talking about, where they're
Yeah, they do it out
putting
here a lot.
traps. Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of unsolved hitting. Like this black lady got, she was like last Christmas, she was putting stuff in her car and somebody came by and hit her and took her life. Right out, she came out of church right after church. They took her life and they was trying to floor it to Mexico.
Mm,
They end up catching them. But this is what they do. They commit crimes and run back to their country.
mm,
Um, uh, my homegirl, she had bought a brand new car. It was in Pasadena. She had just closed the door to her car and walked in the gate, and she heard this loud crashing sound. The dude hit her car so hard, Mondo, that his license plate of the car was embedded in the side of her door,
mm,
right where her baby was. Her baby was sitting on that side. Had he come a few seconds earlier, he would have took the life of her baby. Guess what he did? He took off to Mexico. They threatened the mother. They threatened to sue her and take her
Mm-hmm.
house. That's the only reason why she made him come back to America. He in prison right now.
mm,
He was and then one of our friends that was a part of a motorcycle club a few years back. He was on a motorcycle going home. A Latino dude hit him and took his life and fled to Mexico. And they found his license plate in the front bumper at the scene of the accident. And the only way he came back because they threatened to take the house of that person's parent. And this is the stuff that we deal with on these border states. We're close to the border, so they could shoot somebody, excuse me, pow somebody and run across the border. They just recently caught somebody that did a homicide um some about 10 years ago. He fled the country for 10 years and finally came back, and they caught him because he got into an altercation with somebody else. And all the forensics matched up to this dude. This dude was living in his country free for 10 years while the family was going through hell. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I have a problem with illegal immigrants. You don't know truly who they are. They can tell you who they want to be, but you don't have no proof of who they really are. And you can't check with their country because they gave you a fictitious name.
mm. That's why we got to lock the borders down.
Yep. And then I had a legal immigrant. She stole my identity. I pulled my credit report because I wanted to buy a car. Mondo, this lady had a whole apartment set up in my name: cable, telephone,
Mm-hmm.
electricity, a car, apartment, medical doctor. She was going to the doctors under my name.
Mm, mm,
And I
Wow.
was wondering why I was having so much trouble. I said, "No, I'm not Mexican. I'm black. Look, I'm right here. Right here."
Wow.
I had to
Hey,
send them an
Teresa.
original. I had to send them a copy of my ID. I had to send them a copy of my rental agreement where I was living for years. I had to send them proof of all kinds of stuff. That lady ran that bill up to over 100 and something $1,000,
mm,
Wow.
and I was about to get stuck with it until all those companies wrote it off and said, "Well, we found out that she was a victim." Had I not known how to do that kind of stuff, I would have been stuck with over $150,000 worth. You could go to LA on Alvarado Boulevard by Alvarado Park, and they can find they probably got your name too. They just run it and
Mm-hmm.
grab a name and grab your information. People out here living with, they bought cars under my brother's name. They bought cars under my friends' names. And thank God people know how to get rid of that stuff.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
have
they do.
notifications.
that way
I have
everybody
notif.
have life lock
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
I don't have
you
LifeLock.
can still, no, I don't have that either. I have something else.
Yeah. I have it through the actual credit company. They have it where they let me know. They notify me when there's anybody messing with my credit because I had somebody from Arizona saying that they were trying to get an apartment in my name. And
Mm-hmm.
my husband was like, I didn't know you lived in Arizona. I said, babe, I never lived in Arizona. What the heck are you talking about? So I looked at it. Oh, yeah, they were trying to get an apartment in my name, but they
But that's
caught it.
what they do. That's the destruction that they do when they come to this country. They do
Yeah.
that, and American citizens get stuck with the bill, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, they want the money. They don't care who give it to them. Oh well, too
Mm-mm.
bad you got identity theft. I want my money. I'm not about to give you nothing because I didn't have it. It wasn't me.
That's
That's the
crazy.
destruction. It's a lot of other stuff other than graping and all that stuff. It's not just
Mm-hmm.
the it's not just, them fighting and doing stuff to people. It's them stealing your identity as well and messing you up, and then they can move on. Like there was a guy in Texas, he was a construction worker and he owned his own company. He ended up getting hurt. And when he went to go file, they told him he was already on some kind of disability or some sort. He was like, "No, I'm not." He ran his credit. There was 25 people in different states with his same social security in his name working and collecting benefits off of him, and he was like he didn't even know about it. And that's the only reason why he found out is because he got hurt. Had he never got hurt, then people still would have been working under his name. Then people still would have been getting benefits. Now, just think about it. If he was to retire, he wouldn't have got nothing because this man is already collecting his money in a whole nother state. So it's not just, the graping and, all that stuff. It comes with gang activity and all that stuff too. It comes with a lot of stuff. You can say your name is
But
Cynthia. Go
but
ahead.
but the thing is, and I hear everything. I'm not disagreeing with what none of y'all are saying. Okay, I'm not.
Hmm.
But what I'm saying is, everything you say, we doing that to each other too,
And that's truth.
and
That's the
we
truth.
are and we are definitely, the fraud thing is got out of control. But majority of the fraud, if you really look at it, is American people that's doing the fraud.
No, it's not. It's not them only. It's people
I
from
didn't say there was.
overseas.
You got to listen to what I say. You got to listen to learn and not listen to respond. I said that it's not just the foreigners, but it's American. A lot of Americans doing that too,
That's true.
and we
Yeah.
have to. And but again, I mean, again, like Armando said, it's a start by closing down the borders.
Right.
But you know how many? If these folks can build a tunnel 5 miles long with air conditioning and lights, they will
Mm-hmm.
find another way into this country.
They are. They're getting airplanes and stuff. They're getting boats. They're doing it all. And a lot of them are not coming here because they're having a hard time. They're coming because they know, like this one lady got on TV, and she said that they're coming because they're being told that they can get on welfare if they drop their baby on American soil. And
Yep.
I thought that they were lying, but this dude from El Salvador, he's in jail right now. He's a huge TikToker, and in the Latin culture, and he was speaking in Spanish on TikTok. And I'm gonna have to find it for you
Mm-hmm.
guys. And he was saying, "Come to America, you can get free money." He was telling them how to get here. And so what happened was he was showing all the money that he was currently collecting from the government. At the time, he was showing his baby, he was showing his wife, and he was showing the apartment, and he was telling them also how to squat into houses where people are not at their houses. And so they end up getting a hold of it. It had millions and millions of views. They end up locking them up and putting them in jail.
Mm, mm, mm,
Yeah, so they have classes in those countries telling you how when you get pregnant, come and then have your baby on American soil. But what people don't pay attention to, and I read it for myself, it was a case in the early 1900s. And I think the guy name was Kim Ark or something like that. His parents came to America on a visa. They were invited here. While they were invited here because they were working with the government, the wife ended up getting pregnant. Based on the Constitution, the only way that your child can be considered an American citizen is if they were invited to be here by the government. Now, if you broke into this country illegally, and it was a big court case too, and they were saying he was not an American citizen, but based on the Constitution, because they had a visa and they were invited here, that young child ended up becoming an American citizen because they had permission to be here. Had they not had the permission, like a lot of these people here dropping babies on American soil, they are not American citizens because they were not invited here to our country. And that's where people are not paying attention. Oh no, they calling them anchor babies. They
Oh,
shouldn't call them anchor babies. They are not American citizens. Next.
you got all the stories. You keep going.
It ain't no story, it's the truth. Look it up. Go ahead, you knew.
Did y'all know that we already had that Kamala was a president for 85 minutes?
Yeah, I heard about that.
I wasn't aware of that.
What was that in 21, Armando? When
Yeah,
Biden had a colonoscopy,
yeah,
she was considered as the president for 85 minutes.
yeah. It's a couple of people that was president for a brief period. Alexander Haig, Ronald Reagan's Secretary of State, because Bush was out of the country. So when Reagan got shot, they had to have somebody just in case, because when he went into surgery, they didn't know if he would make it or not.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So we can really say we had a female president.
Well, even before her, I sent you knew something. Woodrow Wilson's wife. The last 2 years, Wilson was in of his term. The last 2 years, he had a stroke. He was dealing with a stroke, and he got hit bad with that stroke. And his wife was actually running the country.
mm,
Yeah, you can Google that.
Hmm.
Yeah, Woodrow
mm.
Wilson's wife was actually the first female president, technically. Yeah. So this notion that a woman can't run the country is already been done and proven. It just
Yeah, you
wasn't
did.
it just wasn't made public. But that woman ran the country. And this we talking about back in what 1919, 1920.
Hmm. Okay, Mondo.
Uh-huh.
His name is Wong Kim Ark, and it was they have a stamp on here for November 15, 1894. The one I was telling you about, Chinese immigrant son who fought for birthright citizenship.
When was I mean what did he do?
Hold on, let me turn this music. I don't know where this music came from. So what happened was that's what I was just telling you about. His parents. had a visa to come to America, and
Mm-hmm.
while they were here, the wife got pregnant, and so the government said that he wasn't an American citizen, but because they were inviting him, she got pregnant. It automatically made him an American citizen. And I was talking about the difference between illegal, not being um, invited here, and just sneaking across the border. You're not an American citizen. That's what I was talking about. So his name was, let me see that name again. Lord Jesus, Wong Kim Ark. So y'all can look that up.
Mm.
I knew it was something with Kim in it.
Really?
I
Really?
cannot. I cannot with you.
No, I just remember it was something
Not
about
you,
Kim Ark.
Snipe. Not you. I'm talking about
Oh,
Sniper. I knew he
oh,
had something to say. He
yeah,
said,
he gonna
"Really?
always have something to say.
Mm,
That's,
You're right. I'm always going to have something to say.
and we appreciate that too.
And I appreciate you too.
oh, that's so sweet."
But oh no, this morning was so awesome. I just woke up and I turned on the computer, and Ren Rock was playing my favorite song. Every time he know I'm there, he'll play that song for me. And so Armando went up and gave a testimony, and Ren
Hmm.
Rock was just crying. I was like big cry baby.
Yeah, I gotta go back and watch that for
That
real.
was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. Had me tearing up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I just opened my eyes and y'all got me in tears. Dang.
Who's cutting something over there?
It's probably Armando. You know, he's a researcher.
That ain't me.
Oh, that's probably Tony, probably eating a peanut butter sandwich.
That ain't me. You see what I'm doing.
That's you new. That's you new doing that.
I'm not doing nothing.
That's you.
I ain't,
That's why you mad. That's
That's
you.
that's you new over there doing arts and crafts.
Oh,
I'm not doing.
Lord.
I'm just sitting here doing nothing. I haven't touched anything or at all. Anyway, uh, so yeah, wow, it's a lot. This is a lot. Mm-mm-mm.
84 minutes, huh? President Kamala Harris for 84 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Madam.
I ain't
Yeah,
saying that. I said what I said, President.
yeah. She was president for 85 minutes, in 2021
Yeah, that.
because
Yeah,
Biden went to go get his colon checked. Mm.
Wow.
I'm sorry I missed y'all discussing earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
You did that on purpose.
That's
You don't know
okay.
what I've been going through, so before you say I did something on purpose,
Yes, I
don't make
do.
me
You
come.
you you trying to come down off of that yummy gummy.
That that happened. Hey, look, I've been came down off of that thing.
Hello,
Oh
adventure.
Lord. Hi everybody in the chat. I'm sorry. How you
salute
guys
to your
doing?
adventures.
No, no, no riots yet. They're protesting, but it's not a riot.
What are they? Who's
Women,
protesting?
the
Protesting
women.
what?
I told you, women. They're saying, think about women, not guns. Like protect the
Man,
women, not guns.
well, the thing is, women put the man back in there. I gave you the breakdown.
No,
He
I'm just
split.
saying. I'm answering
Oh,
adventures. Yeah.
yeah. Women wasn't feeling Kamala. You know what I'm saying? But black women, a lot of black women didn't vote for her, and
Mm-hmm.
white women, her and Trump, they split that down the middle. Hispanics is what hurt her. Hispanics, they were mad about how she handled the border, and they went to the polls and they took it out on her. The
Mm,
Hispanic.
yeah, I heard there's a Mexican restaurant down the street. I go get my little tacos from, and they was complaining about the border too. She said,
Mhm.
I had to come here and do things right for America. You mean to tell me you let them just come? I said,
Mhm.
shit,
Yeah.
oh,
And,
oh,
and the thing is, they coming over here and they making it harder for the hardworking legal, the legal Latinos that's over here legal, and they're getting lumped in. Like it, so if one of them Venezuelan folks come over here and do something, the average American, they can't tell the difference between a Venezuelan and a Mexican person.
you better not call one of them Venezuelans no Mexican. You better not
Yeah,
call a El
yeah, but
Salvadorian
yeah,
a
but
Mexican.
I can't tell it. A lot of us can't tell the damn difference.
But I
So
know, but they don't like each other. That's the problem. If you do
that's
that,
But
it comes
that
out.
but that's different. If we can't tell the difference, you can't get mad at us.
Mhm.
But I did that. But I said, "Oh, you Mexican?" One guy, he was like, "I'm not no Mexican. I'm El Salvadorian. Don't they dare the bottom of the gutter?" I'm like, "Huh?" And that's the first time I ever heard of that. I'm like, "Why would you say that? We're not the same." I said, "Okay, my bad. I didn't know. You don't want me to call all black everybody that look black." I said, "Okay, I got your point." Dang.
Dang.
Chew, chew
Yeah,
my. I got your point. Good
that,
God
yeah,
Almighty.
Right.
yeah. They're just
I
like a
can't
person.
tell.
They're just like a
You go
person from the Virgin Island. They don't like to be called Jamaican.
Show don't get cussed out.
Hmm.
It ain't my fault
adventure
though.
adventures. The protesting is in Pennsylvania. And it says on here, young people protest over Trump winning the US election. And they're
Oh, sit
saying,
down.
no, 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 no. They're talking about, they have paper, what you call it, little poster, whatever you want to call it. And it says, protect women, not guns. And it's like 53-second video that they did.
But here's the deal, and this is what I so oh my god I so
They need to leave
hate.
it alone.
I hate when people say,
Uh-oh. Did you fall off? Did you really fall off?
I think so.
Well, I don't know who hates what you were about to say, but you got knocked off when you said it.
Yeah, I want to hear what he got to say though.
Me too. There you go. There you go.
Oh,
What
good.
happened? Oh, he must have got a phone call.
yeah, I'm sorry, y'all.
It's okay.
So
Go ahead.
what
What were
were
you
you gonna
saying?
say?
What were you saying?
Oh, one thing that I like dislike a lot is that how, first of all, guns don't kill people. People who's holding a gun are pow
Thank
is
you.
people.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
so my
Right.
the weapons that I have has never shot by themselves.
Thank you.
Okay, so
Okay.
we got to stop that narrative of the guns uh
Pow pows. Pow
and
pows.
pow pows and this. No, it's
Hmm.
people who are not in who's not in a right mind because they, oh, I grew up in the streets and that's all I know. No, you know a lot more than that. You just don't want to know.
Right.
You don't
That's
want to do
facts,
well.
neighbor. That's facts. That's facts.
So, actually, it's not that they're saying they don't want guns. What they're actually saying is they're not protecting women as much as they protect guns.
What do you
That's what they're saying.
what
Like you
is
need to protect women more than you sitting there protecting guns. That's what they're saying. It's not that they're saying, "Oh, don't bring guns around."
okay? So
It's
there's human rights and there's
mm-hmm,
material things.
mm-hmm.
Where are we not protecting women?
I don't know. I don't think they're talking about like certain people. They're just saying in general. the way things are going right now with the trafficking and everything. I think that's what they're basically talking about. Women getting raped and things like that, and women being forced to possibly keep their children after they've
Well,
been raped, things like that. That's basically
it
what they're
I
talking
mean, we got to start somewhere, and it starts. I mean, long as Trump keeps his word,
about. Right.
and I'm hoping he does.
Me
You know,
too.
'cause I'm in favor of that, locking the border down and doing mass deportation,
Yeah.
because yeah, we got homegrown American people that are involved in the sex trafficking, but 9 times out of 10, they are usually working for someone from another country.
Yeah. On a
Or
higher level.
they snatching these American women and American girls up off the streets, and they selling them off to someone from another country.
Yes.
So we need to lock down these borders. I feel if we lock these borders down, the numbers, that sex trafficking number will go down. But
Here,
Oh, it'll
here's
go
my question
down.
to you,
It'll definitely go
Armando.
down.
the question is, is he gonna keep his word and do what he said he gonna do? He said on day one, he's signing in the law, he's gonna do a mass deportation. He gonna sign, he gonna put the pen to the pad. And I say, if he inaugurated what on the 19th, by the 20th, 21st, 22nd, together, hey, they should be rolling them and shipping them out of here.
So this is the question that I have, and it's going to be my last question. I got to get going.
Mm.
That was my neighbor who called me,
Is he okay? I forgot to ask you.
and he's having a rough one.
Oh
Mm.
He
no.
gave
I'm
me
sorry
gave
about
me
that.
some. But here's my question:
Praying for him.
How do
Yeah,
you
definitely.
how how do you actually lock down the border?
Military, National Guards.
You're not going to use the military for that's not in their job description.
Well, I thought that the military was the National
the
Guard.
national the
I'm
national
wrong.
guard the national guard. I mean, that's how it was done, and it can be done successfully, because the Soviet Union did it in Berlin. They locked the borders down in East.
Poland doing it now.
Yeah, so can't
Oh,
nobody tell me it
Mondo,
can't be done. It can be done.
Mondo.
Hmm.
I wanted to tell you last night I was watching Donald. Did you watch his speech
Yeah, yeah,
when how you say his name, Zelensky,
Zelensky.
Ukraine
Sounds
president,
right.
wrote down?
yeah,
That sounds
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Him and Donald Trump had a conversation, and he said he's going to try to help him, but basically Donald Trump is like, I'm not going to keep sending all that money. But Biden recently sent a couple $1 billion prior to the election.
Okay,
Man,
so
I,
there we go
I
again. The money's going out the country
can
instead
I,
of staying in the
that's
US.
what I was getting ready to say.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Oh, hold on. Let me say this, and I don't care who get mad, who get upset, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But f Ukraine right about now. We got our own problems. We got innocent women and little
Mm,
girls being snatched off the
little
streets,
boys.
and
Not,
little boys
yeah,
being snatched off the
yes,
streets right here at home in major cities all across the dang freaking country. If we
Yeah.
yes.
can't protect our own women and children, then why are we over in another country trying to play hero to other? I mean, we got to protect our own.
Mm-hmm.
Man, damn Ukraine right now. We need to concentrate on home.
I agree.
Yeah, because Donald Trump said he's not going to be sending more money over there. He was like, we got problems here we need to fix.
I hope he's serious about drilling, because I'm tired of paying these high ass gas prices. I really hope he's serious about drilling. He got
Y'all
the
ain't paying
power.
as high as we paying shit. We sitting up here looking at the gas pump like, what the hell?
Look together. Let me tell you something. He got a mandate. He walking in. He got the White House. He got the House. He got the Senate by what, eight votes, eight cushion vote. He can pass anything that he want right now.
Can I tell you something? Look,
I hope so.
when before they got into office, every month we were looking at a electric bill because we barely have our lights and stuff on. We were looking at least $100. Once they got into office, Kamala and Biden, every month since they've been in office, our electric bill has been over $500, and we've been doing the
Wow.
same old thing. And everybody out here, it's like, what the hell? This lady got hit with a $27,000 electric bill after Biden and them got into office, and before that, she said I wasn't even paying but 800 because she has a business. It went up to
Mhm.
$24,000, and she was struggling to pay it. And a lot of businesses have left California because of that very reason, because gas prices are so out of control, property taxes are out of control, homelessness, theft, all that stuff
Um,
is out of control. I hate what's going on, but I still love my state.
Which
yeah.
I'm going to tell you this though, and this going to be my last statement, and I got to say goodbye. California always been high. What are you talking about? When I was there
No,
in
it hasn't.
And,
2000
No,
to
it
and
hasn't.
2004,
I've been trying to say
Not like it is.
when
California been jacked up.
I
But I hear what you're saying. California been jacked up.
That's not like the way it is now. It's worse. It's way worse. I still need, and I hope Donald Trump keep his word, like he said. When he get into office, he gonna come out here and ask Gavin Newsom what happened to that $22 billion that they sent you for homelessness. Where's the money at?
Well, I tell you what, he got the power to get in it, to get all everything that he want to do. He got the power to get it done. He can sign in a new infrastructure bill because you got roads and bridges that are about to collapse all across the country. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yep.
You'll need an infrastructure bill. You need to go ahead and open up that Keystone Pipe, uh, 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 go ahead and start drilling offshore. Everything, every agenda, everything that he talked about, he has the power to get it done
I
because
think he gonna do it. I
he
think he
got
gonna do it.
all right.
I
He
hope so.
look, he got 2 years because the
Your mouth
midterm
to God's ear.
the midterms in 2026. So he need to go and do what the hell he got to do. Them first 2 years. He got the House, and it's no president had it like this in my lifetime. Reagan didn't even have it like this. That man got he got an 8 vote cushion in the Senate. The damn House of Representatives is Ruby Red.
In the city of Plaquemine,
The hell is that?
What is that?
in the city of Plaquemine, this room full of people.
Sorry,
That
Okay, let me get
that
pick
was
up.
my bad.
He got a mandate. He got the House, he got the Senate, he got the White House, he got the Supreme. It ain't nothing stopping him from for everything. I heard his acceptance speech. I sat there and I listened it from start to finish. Everything
mhm.
that he laid out, it ain't no excuse why he can't get it done together. It ain't no damn excuse.
Real talk. Real talk.
It ain't no damn excuse. So we gonna revisit this now in November 2026. The borders should be locked down. Okay, all
Yep.
these illegals that's over here right now, they should be gone by the summer. Hold on, let me finish. All these immigrants, they should be gone by the summer. It don't take long to round them up. They should be gone by my birthday. They should be gone together. They should be gone.
Okay.
They should be
I hope
gone
so.
now. Uh,
I hope
we,
so.
we should have some drilling. We should have some drilling by the
Mhm.
beginning of the summer.
Yep.
It ain't nothing.
Um,
It ain't nothing stopping him from putting all of this in play. That's what he said in the debate. He was gonna do all of this. It ain't nothing stopping him from doing it. So let's see. It's show and tell time now. Yeah,
So, you
show
know
and
what
tell.
you were just talking, what you were talking about together? Listen to this. Listen to this. One thing in common. They each say their utility bills are high. 2,300 for the month that ran 3 months in a row. It's been no less than $700. We're
Yeah,
still dealing with
crazy.
that. Sherry Sanji says her bill has reached the thousands, and the problem dates back to the pandemic. Well, first they tell you, oh, you have a water leak. When you say no, I've had a plumber out, they say, oh, you have a gas leak. And then when you say
Mm-hmm.
no, I've had a plumber out, and they said no.
Yep.
And their next go to is, well, you either pay the bill or it gets disconnected. Tonight,
Yep.
folks thought they would get answers. Yeah, that
Yep.
part.
That's exactly what happened. They
That
told
part.
us all that.
Yep,
And we
that part.
couldn't figure out nothing. And we looked at our old bill and matched the same energy. Okay, we're using the same amount of energy.
Mm-hmm.
Why the
Yes.
hell my bill $500?
See now,
That's crazy.
something like that. It ain't really nothing Trump can do about that. That's a local issue there.
Yeah, that's a local issue for sure.
The now what's that? That E Environmental Protection EP. What's the name of it now?
I think I know what you're trying to say.
Environmental protection, something.
EPA. The EPA now. Y'all could get the EPA involved.
Let me tell you something.
Y'all got to make some noise. Y'all got to do like them people in Flint did.
Why you think?
Y'all got to make
Why
some
you
noise.
think they went to the news? People are going to the news. People are fighting, fighting with the company. And if you don't pay the bill, they're gonna shut it off.
Man, let me tell you something. I be done by that time, man. I be done when it got me a big ass generator.
I have a generator. You know what? Like, look at what happened with our bill. Went up to almost $500. And then I have, okay, so like I have security electricity bill, and then I have the bill that goes to the house, the electricity to the house. The one to the house went up to 500, actually a little bit past 500. And then my security lights got a credit of almost triple what we normally pay for that, for the lights. And then they went up on the other one, the house one. So now I'm back to, I think, like 200 a month versus 500. Now
Oh,
when my electricity goes down, guess what goes up? My sewer.
that's crazy.
It goes
Yes.
up like,
See, look,
instead of 20.
you and Armando house is bigger than mine.
Yeah.
By the way I'm looking at it, my house
Hmm.
is not huge. My house is
My,
comfortable for us, and we shouldn't be paying prices that you guys should be
Uh,
paying.
See them small houses where they get you.
hmm.
They get you in them small houses.
Yeah.
Yes,
It
man.
wasn't like that's what I'm saying. It wasn't like that before.
Right. It wasn't. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
But that's a local. What I'm trying to tell
It
you,
is
they ain't got nothing to do with what's going on in Washington, baby. That is a local issue.
local issue.
You
Yep.
can't blame everything. You can't blame it. I feel what you said. You can't blame everything. That's a local issue, baby. That's
Yeah,
just
that
like,
dude said, that guy
uh,
said, I'm not paying. He said, I don't know what you're gonna do, but I'm not paying no daggone bill. But he didn't say
That
like that.
part.
He said a little deeper.
But
Yeah.
look, check this out. So Donald Trump came to California, and Donald Trump was saying because we have all those wildfires, he wanted to build like different water tanks that the
mhm.
firemen could use when fires break out. But
he,
he wanted Gavin Newsom to do something. And
he,
Gavin Newsom
Hmm.
rather watch us burn the hell down than to
now,
get water.
let me tell you. Let me tell you
Hmm.
what Trump. Okay, all right. Let me tell you what Trump got the power. I'm trying to tell you, this man has more power than any president. You got to go all the way back to Franklin Roosevelt. To have, I'm talking about to all the everything, the full. I'm talking about full complete power. Supreme Court, House of Representatives, Senate, and the damn White House. This man got all the power. He can pull rank on Newsom and go
Good.
ahead and do what needs to be done out there. He can pull rank.
I hope he get rid of him. Shit.
Right.
I'm sorry,
Um,
but to be honest with y'all, when it comes to voting for him, I believe we were trying to get him out. I believe he got that shit rigged. Cause it's so many people that hate him. They hate him with
mhm,
a passion. Why is he still in? Oh, and remember I was complaining about that dude De Leon last night?
mhm.
He got kicked out. I'm so happy. That's the one they used to call the black person a monkey. He's gone.
Oh,
He
all
gone.
right.
He gone. He
Thank you,
gone.
Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I just wanted to tell you, I'm going to start it back up, but I have like 5 minutes before this thing shuts down. Everybody that's in here, please come to the next one. It's just going to be a little bit longer. We're just going to keep talking about what we're talking about. So that way we don't just like stop it in the middle of nowhere. Okay. So I'm going to start it over probably for another hour after that, and then I'm done for the night.
I'll
So,
just okay. Okay. I'll come in.
Okay. I'm fix me a bite to eat, then I'll be back up.
okay. Yeah. Together and I got this.
Okay.
You can stay on together. I'm just going to take us to the next live.
Okay.
Yeah. That's how the so you know how the StreamYard you have to like start over and set it up and all that. On
Mm-hmm.
Emux, you don't have to do that. You just bring everybody in.
Cool.
I know it's so much better, and you just have to just start the live over. That's it. Because I'm doing the free version, and I only could get 2 hours at a time.
I didn't know that you had a free virgin.
Hmm.
Virgin.
Version. I cannot with you right now.
Oh Lord, that's what you said.
It's not a version.
You said
Not a
virgin.
version.
Yeah, but you didn't say virgin like you just said. You said virgin.
My bad. They need to change that wording to something else because that definitely ain't gonna work for me to keep trying to mess up on the word.
Oh Lord,
Fix it.
please help
Fix it, Lord. Fix it.
her.
Yeah, so if you guys don't mind, I see 14 people in here. Come on through. Come back. Come back. We'd appreciate you coming back. I appreciate y'all coming through. Totally appreciate it.
Oh wow,
But
y'all was asking what that tapping noise was. I just heard it. It's my earring.
wow. And y'all blamed me. That
Oops,
ain't right,
my
y'all.
bad.
That ain't right. That just ain't right. That just ain't right.
My bad. Oops.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. This is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I just pray that he does everything he's saying he's going to do. That's
I think
all
he
I
gonna
want
do
from
it.
him. I
I
hope
think
so.
he's gonna
I
do it because
pray.
the last time he said he was gonna do some things, he did, but then he didn't have as much power that he has now, and he kept getting
Hmm.
pushed back. So
Right,
now,
right,
like Armando said, he has more power. I think that he'll be able to get those things done. And Mondo's educated me on a lot of stuff that I didn't know either.
right, right. Mondo knows too damn much.
Yes, no, I'm glad. I'm glad. That's good
Yeah,
that he knows a lot.
he knows a
I'm gonna
lot.
carry my laptop out to the laundry room so I can still hear you. You may hear me.
All right. We're about to
Thank
be
you.
moving on off of this one into the next live. So give us a second, you guys.
Okay.
It's about to start. So please follow to the next live. I would appreciate it. 100. Hmm. One more minute.
Ooh, it's cold out here. Good
And
God. Ooh.
if you guys have a question, please put it in the chat.
Can you still hear me?
Yes, I hear you loud and
Okay.
clear.
I'm about to start folding these clothes, so I got the laptop with me.
I got you. I know sometimes I'm sitting here multitasking while I'm live too. Especially like when you're able to have somebody come up on the panel and talk while you're doing stuff. That's what I do.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll be like, you knew, are you still there or did you fall asleep? No, you knew over there doing dishes. That's what you knew doing.
I really like that song that person made you. That song is so banging.
Yeah, he did an amazing job. Did an amazing job. Here we go. We're getting ready to get kicked off of here. It's ending in now. All right, hold on. It's
Okay.
going to end in. Oh no, it's still got not even almost a minute to go.
Okay.
That's crazy that they don't just like let you stay on and do all your hours for the month or something. I don't know. Just weird to me. But it's all right. At least it's free.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Man, all I know is that this thing was tripping. I could not get it started. It kept glitching. I couldn't add nothing on the screen, nothing. It was just tripping.